Welcome back to another episode of Cut to the Chase here at the Gentleman's Cutlery. This is episode number 6. As you can see, the team has grown. So we want to introduce John Giacomi and Brandon Moore. This is their first podcast with us. So we're happy, we're excited. Excited to have them with us today. The title of this episode is It's All in the Details. So today you're going to get to know a little bit more about our profession, our craft, and some of the favorite things that we like to do as far as the services we provide, as well as some of the products that we like to use. So welcome back and enjoy the episode. Thank you.
First question, what's one thing people often misunderstand about who you are or what you do as a barber?
Gotcha. I'll go guess. I think one thing that people misunderstand is that we don't just cut hair. There's so many things we do. I mean, now we wear a lot of hats, like social media, photographers, videographers, reaching out to clients. A lot of work on the back end. Aside from cutting hair, that takes up a good amount of time. So that would be one of them. Yeah.
I think another one that we do is we're not magicians. So I can't change how much hair you have. I can't change the type of hair you have. I can only work with what I have. So.
Yeah, AI pictures don't work. I think that's a picture of AI and you say, I want this haircut. I bet you do. It's not real. Can't transform into that.
The intelligence is artificial. One thing I would say that's misunderstood is sometimes people look at the price point and they think that that is what we make an hour. But obviously, just like anybody else that's self-employed, 1099, once you break it down with taxes and booth rental and supplies and et cetera, it's not really that price, or that's not what we're netting. So I would say that's one thing, just to.
They are really curious about what we make.
Yes.
They're like, okay, so it's a 60 a cut. How many cuts do you do an hour?
Exactly. That's always the
Or
next
no,
question.
anyway, how many cuts can you do in a day?
Yep.
6 or 7. Oh, so you're making this much?
Yep.
It's like you go to anyone else's profession and they're like, so how much do you make in a day?
It's true. Yeah, that's always interesting.
I think some are curious about it, but I try to view it as they're kind of stoked for us to be making that because they're still going to pay and they're still going to come back. Because I used to get offended and like almost caught off guard. Like I don't want to tell them because I don't want them to do the math because I know they do it bad. But I mean, when you think about your clients coming in, right, and getting a cut, and then they tell you, oh, I'm getting a promotion, I'm about to make 30 grand more a year, whatever. Like we're never like, oh, cool, you're about to tip me more. Like we're not expecting anything different. We're just like,
I'm like, yeah, we're getting a raise.
no, I mean, we're stoked for their success, right? So sometimes I like to hope that they're stoked for our success in that aspect, right? And that we're not just taking from them, unless they stop tipping once they find out that how much we pay. They do that bad math.
Not to get right, like definitely clients for sure are happy because, like you said, they're paying the price, so they respect it. I think sometimes other folks, friends and things like that can kind of get it misconstrued, but it's all good. Yeah. But yeah, no, we appreciate the clients' loyalty.
There was one back in the day when I worked for another job, there was a statement they always read, and one of the lines on that statement was like, be just as stoked about the success of others as you are for your own. Mm-hmm. And so like I've tried to kind of view it from that lens that like maybe they're just stoked for us, or I know for our clients, they get promotions or new jobs. I'm stoked for them. They're making more money. I got one client, he used to valet, or he still does do the valet over at the Sawyer, and he just got promoted and his salary doubled. You know, so now he's wearing a full suit and he's one of the managers over there, and I'm stoked for him.
That's awesome.
Rejoice with those who rejoice.
That's
There
it.
it is.
Yeah.
Amen.
Well said, John.
Yeah.
I think one thing that's also kind of misunderstood of us as barbers, or how all our scheduling goes, is sometimes they don't realize that we all have a life outside of the shop. And I know for me personally, I like to book a lot of clients ahead when they're leaving. So that fills up my schedule weeks or a month in advance. So sometimes it does kind of lay off this thing that I'm always too busy for everybody. but I'm just like kind of filling up the schedule. But even like this weekend, I'm taking off tomorrow and Saturday, and so I'm getting text messages already. What do you mean you ain't got no openings here or there? It's nice though that our team's growing. So I mean, I put one on Tanner's schedule. I'm pushing them to Brandon too. So it's awesome to have other options for them.
Nice. Yeah. Cool.
I would say we're a place of networking for people too, because a lot of the times we're dealing with clients that are looking for work or looking for that promotion and stuff like that, and I feel we do talk with a lot of businessmen. We talk with a lot of people looking for work, so it's a good place to get the word on the street, right? Like who's hiring, who's not hiring. So yeah, I would say it's a place of connecting people together.
Have you guys ever lined up a job for anybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's funny you asked that. Last night, a friend of mine had posted on her social media last week, looking for an executive assistant, like a personal assistant to a guy who, has a business. And one of my clients had hit me last week. I think it's a guy that me and Brandon have been cutting lately, and he's kind of looking for employment. And so I'm going to connect him today. But I just wanted to mention that because you guys were like spot on, and your question, like, it was kind of reminded me to send that.
So I think that point kind of goes back to the tradition of a barbershop being almost like a water hole for the community. So that aspect, I think, some have gotten away from because of the culture, but that's still definitely alive and kind of connecting, networking. So some might not understand that part, but it's not that we're being nosy, it's that this could possibly help someone else that we know.
And we care for our clients, we want them to succeed in everything that they do, because, I mean, they're not just clients to us, they become family after a while, and just, you look out for them.
True. Take care of your people, they'll take care of you.
Yep.
Came in for a haircut, walked out with a job.
Right.
Nice.
It's dope.
I think a misconception. Everything you said was positive. I might be a little negative now, but I think a lot of people don't think that we work. I work like all day, like on a Friday or Saturday, and I get to hang with friends. I'm just kind of like, I'm worn out, tired. Like, why are you so tired? All you did was cut hair all day. Yeah, you're standing on your feet. You get a little tired, for sure. So I think there's that misconception that we're just hanging out all day.
Yeah, I mean, it's mentally exhausting too. I mean, having
Talking all the time.
10 different conversations and 10 different personalities,
Yep.
and carrying the ones that we all talk about all throughout the day too, right? We kind of carry one theme subject sometimes throughout a whole day, but then you got to twist and turn because one guy getting that promotion, the next guy could be dealing with the loss in the family. So it's hard to change your emotions for every
Yeah.
single client that comes
Yeah.
in.
I know Missy here, the owner of the salon here, she expressed it. She said you have to match their energy. I never thought about it that way. It's
that's
like,
good.
so you're just like on this roller coaster all throughout the day. And I go home and stare at the wall for like 15 minutes, or I'll pull in the driveway.
Yeah.
And wife's like, "You coming in?" I'm just like, I'm just trying to decompress. I mean, it's the joy of the job, but it's part of it. It's part of it.
Yeah. I'll even drive home in silence. Because we're listening to music all day
Right.
and talking. So,
Yeah.
all right. Let's drive home in silence. Because I know once I get home, it's going to be loud. You got to be on again.
Yep.
30-minute break.
Nice.
All right. So we'll go on and ask question 2 here. What tools or products do you consider non-negotiable and why?
Oster Professional Comb.
I second that.
Yeah.
That thing is the best comb in the industry, and I can't.
Hey,
Have you tried?
now I know.
Yeah. It's a must, and if you haven't tried it, then you got to try it.
Yeah.
They're $20 for a reason, and it's basic, but
I do remember when I first got the Oscar comb, like
Have
12
you,
plus years ago.
have you tried the carbon fiber comb?
I don't touch any other comb. I've spent $100 on combs trying them, and I don't use them at all. That's how
Yep.
it's like reinventing the wheel. This one comb is the best comb.
Yep.
And
Have you had to buy multiple ones?
oh, I buy like 4 or 5 of them every single time.
Yeah.
Just because and I'll even sharp because the teeth will
They
like
start-
get a burr on them, and you have to cut the burr off and like
You have to use a razor to shave it off.
to shave
smooth
it
out.
off and smooth it out, just so you
Yeah.
can maintain the comb, because it sucks having to pay for another one, and they're hard to get. They don't really make them anymore. It was like one of those combs that they kind of slowly discontinued.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I still have mine from like 10 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah, I have like 4 of them in my drawer that have janky teeth that I need to fix.
It doesn't say Oster on it anymore. It's all faded off. But
Yeah.
Oh,
I know
I've
it's
used
awesome.
Scoutmaster tried to make the same comb, and I bought some of those when I couldn't find the Osters. And it's just not the same. They disintegrate faster. The
Yeah.
teeth start chipping off. The little burrs that Tanner's talking about, they'll get more aggressive, and then you'll start snagging it on people's scalp when
Yeah.
they're combing through. And so the Scoutmaster is just not. It's not the same. It's a different kind of plastic.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then good lighting. I feel good lighting is very important. And I'm a complainer and a stickler. I've
After
been
2 years,
complaining.
Tanner fixed his lighting last week.
Yeah. It's
Finally-
fantastic.
Finally changed the lights around.
I thought it was my glasses, but it turns out it's lighting. No. I think lighting's kind of like one of those tools that we use because it's mirrors and it's all tricks of the trade. But I feel like lighting is overlooked a lot of the times when people design shops, when they, when they're setting up their shops, they look at ambiance instead of the importance of what good lighting can do for your haircuts. It just makes it easier. Makes it easier to see and pinpoint things.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
When I was working at Hammer and Nails, it looked like they want to set up like a man cave situation. So it was like kind of dark in there and just little,
Like a
not much
dungeon?
lighting. Huh?
Like a dungeon.
Yeah. Like it was a cool place to hang out, but if you're actually gonna cut hair, it's like, man, it's like it's so dark in here.
Well, the hard part is making good lighting look good too.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you want good lighting, all right, now you're just cutting in a bright photo studio. That sometimes is too bright, right? So even people walking by, it's almost a turnoff.
Or sometimes the light bulbs can be wrong.
Yeah,
Just
wrong
balancing,
colors.
yeah.
Different. Yeah. Having-
Balancing those
LED
two.
ones that just, or like the white light, it just kind of like reflects off the hair.
So you can't see. Yeah, you want like that natural. I mean,
More of a
because
soft.
I don't know if you've ever done this, and I've done it plenty of times when I finish a haircut and I see them walk out the door and the sunlight, which is what they're mainly getting light from, all the time. They're out, they're working, whatever. They get that sunlight, and you're like, well, I didn't see that before. You know what I mean? You're like, damn it. Yeah, exactly. Actually, sit there. Let me just hit you while you're going down the street. So, yeah, I mean, you want to mimic like that natural light that is going to be what they're walking through, or what's mostly they're in, right? But
True.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's a reason why bars are dark, right? Hide all the imperfections, baby.
Wow, she's so beautiful. Come into the light.
Oh, yeah. Don't let that be your haircuts. Don't hide the imperfections, because someone's gonna see them.
It's always nice till 2 a.m., right?
Yeah. For me,
I say-
a non-negotiable is clean hair. Like there's no way the haircuts that are being asked of us can be done when a client doesn't want a wash or doesn't want their hair to be clean. It has to be. And that can be by me, or you could have recently washed your hair right before you came into the shop. For some guys, it could have been the night before. But if you come in with product in your hair, if you come in with debris in your hair, it has to be washed. So
Bedhead,
it's shampoo, conditioner.
yeah, bedhead, hat hair, any of that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
I say for me, I love my thinning shears. It's a big one that I use it on all kinds of hair, from straight to curly to super curly. I've probably started using it a little bit less as my clip over comb technique has gotten better. However, I I still pull them out just to get rid of maybe a weight line. I love it. I love using it on afros from the taper, to get from the bald taper to the 3. Typically for myself, 2.5 is probably my last guard. But just getting that weight from that 2.5 into that fro, hitting the thinning shears, it comes out buttery. I love that tool.
I never thought of using thinning shears on the afros.
Yeah,
I usually just use it on straight hair.
straight hair. Yeah, it's a good technique.
Yeah,
Marcus will
mine-
show it to you. He showed me.
Yeah.
It helped me on one of my clients, yeah. So now I use it to blend in that last little bit almost every time. Yeah.
Nice.
Because it's a weight line as well, just like straight hair, but it's just it just looks different. But the thinning shears will do the same thing.
Gotcha. For me, it'd be 2 things: a wash, kind of like you mentioned, and my shears as well. My Misutani Dama shears. They're the best in the business.
Sponsor me, please.
Shameless
Mr. Donnie,
plug.
sponsor me.
Just like the ostrich hole.
Mr. Misutani.
I think for me, one of the things that is a non-negotiable is I have to have my detachable clippers, because for years that's the only thing that I use. I don't have a 1 guard on my station. I don't have a half guard. I barely use a 1.5. The only thing I use is clipper over comb and just the metal guards, and that's it. I don't really have a lever, so I just kind of have to wing it. But I think in the struggle, you learn how to cut a little bit better.
That's your technique, right, Tanner?
Yeah, I only
Mostly
use
metal?
detachables, and then I'll polish with my adjustables. Like, I feel like the triple aught and the OA, there's a gap in between them that, like, you can hit corners with the triple aught and get it out, but it's almost easier to do an adjustable clipper just to tinker with it a little bit easier.
Nice.
I was taught that way.
Travis hates it.
It's just that clipper's so heavy.
No,
And that's why I switch, because I'll use that for 1.5s, 3s, 2s to get that base. But if I'm doing a skin fade, I'm not going to use that thing to fade the whole hair. It's just too heavy of a thing, and also slopping on metal guards all the time. It's exhausting to do that for me personally. And so I like the lighter, adjustable, flicking up, flicking down. Everyone's got their own thing, so it's really about knowing your tools well and using them. It's good to know a bunch of different techniques.
True.
Because you're going to run into something one day that it ain't going to work. So,
They
and also those
definitely-
metal guards they get so hot.
Yeah.
At least on my clippers. So if you're using it a bunch and fading the whole hair, it gets so hot that I don't want that on a guy's head for too long.
That's kind of how I started when cutting hair. I was using I had the Andes BGC Plus, it's like the gray ones, and I was using it for everything, and it just kind of broke on me. And I got them fixed, and then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna use these to knock the bulk down, and
Yep.
just fade with just the regular
Yep.
clippers.
That's what I do now.
So that's how I use it, just to kind of prevent that wear and tear. Because those clippers are expensive, the ones with the detachable.
Yeah. The blades are expensive. Clippers are expensive. That's a good follow. That's a good transition. How many clippers do you guys buy a year due to them breaking?
To my
I'm gonna say, dude,
IRS,
hold on. I'm gonna say due to breaking.
IRS, I go through like 4 clippers.
I know Nacho buys new clippers every time he sees a new pair drop. So
I do. I have probably like 5 sets of
yeah.
clippers.
And you got rid of them a couple years ago. You went down all the way to one
I
set.
sold them, and then I rebought double. And yeah, I just think like, what if somebody breaks in the shop? Yeah.
So
I
when
have my backup.
you go to buy a new pair of clippers, because you buy, I don't know if anyone beats Nacho in buying clippers, but why are you, when you see a pair of clippers, you're like, I need those ones, right? Or do you just like, oh, that's new, I haven't tried that yet, I want to get that?
Yeah, no, good question. Lately, so like Babyliss is made from barbers for barbers, and so they're always a new technology. They're always upgrading their clippers, and I like that. I like that a lot. That's made from a group of barbers for barbers. So when they're always announcing this new clipper, it's really like I see the improvement. So then it makes me want to up my tools and see how it cuts.
So it is just kind of, you want to try out the new toy?
Yeah,
See
the new
what's
tool,
changed.
Yeah, and then I'll sell it to somebody. No, shout out to Blue Sky though, because they hooked me up with a free shaver, a trimmer, a clipper, and the tunes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're buying so
You
much.
mean R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're out.
Yeah. We still love them, but
Yeah.
Come back.
Yeah.
We'll miss you, Blue Sky.
I know.
I have to leave like in 10 minutes.
All right. So, what's a detail in a haircut or shave that most people never notice?
Well, I didn't do mine.
Oh,
The
you
last
didn't do yours?
question, the non-negotiable.
Oh, my bad.
Do your non-negotiable.
All right, so mine starts with the question: do you think a person can be considered a barber if they don't use a straight razor?
I'm old, bro.
I mean, that is one of the defining things between a beautician and a barber is straight razor shaves. So I feel like,
cosmetologists can't use them.
it's like literally our history of barbers. They always use straight razors. So I think if you don't use it, you're just you're losing the culture of the industry.
Yeah.
What makes you ask that, John?
That's my
That's your
non-negotiable. is
non-negotiable.
You got to use a straight razor.
I know there's a lot of people that say, "Oh, I know how to use it. I just don't like to." But that's not the same thing.
Stop
I
the
mean,
cap.
I would say on some people, it's you might get away with not having to use it. There are some people that you might not want to use it on that might get razor bumps. But I think if you just flat out say, "Oh, I just don't use that all day, every day," it's kind of like then you're not a real barber.
I think you got to enjoy using it. Because that there's that fear of like slitting someone's throat, but then at the same time, you
That
know that you're just
precision
gonna look
and
so
that, yeah.
clean and precise.
It's like having a knife on somebody's face.
That,
It's a power move.
Halloween's over, guys. All right? Halloween's over.
This is turning. We love all you clients. We don't want to stab you. I don't know what this is turning into a horror movie.
meat pies.
We can cut that part out.
No, we keeping that in, bro. That's funny.
I don't think I view them not as a barber. I just think there's levels to the whole thing, right? You're a kid starting out in the garage and you're fading up your buddies. You're not going to use it yet, whatever. Or some kids go straight into it and yeah, they do it, right? I think I think it's all about what you're claiming, right? If you claim you're the best barber, I'm the best one in Sacramento, whatever it is, right? Whatever your claim is, and you're just too lazy to use it, and that's the reason, you're just like, I just don't like to. I think you're missing out on a service, but also, I mean, that can go flip-flop to if someone doesn't use any enhancements because they never learn to, they don't like to, or they're too lazy to even look at it and try it. It's kind of like, just get proficient at everything. You might not need it on every client. I don't use enhancements on 99% of my clients, but I have them and I could use it if requested or asked
I
or
feel
whatever.
attacked.
No,
I'm one of those-
I know
I'm one of
how
those
you. That's your
I don't
purist.
know how to use it. I don't
That's
know
your
how
purist.
to. But you're right.
Yeah.
No, 100%. No, you're
It's
right.
just a skill that, and if you haven't gotten to that level in your career yet, whether you're a year in or 10 years in, just don't make those claims, I think is what it's all about, right? But I'm also a traditionalist. I've done it my whole life and been around it, and shaving's one of my passions. I love shaving. Me and Tanner are going to see who does the most shaves. Tanner said he does the most in the shop yesterday.
I do.
So we'll test that theory out.
I don't feel. I do. I shave heads. I shave faces.
Tanner does the most head shaves in the shop too, for sure. That's
I got
a
one.
fact.
My first client today is a head shave and a beard trim.
Yep.
Nice.
So,
Make a claim.
I think that's what sets this shop apart. Not that we're the only shop that does straight razor, but I've had clients come in and particularly for a shave, and they said they were calling around and people were telling them that they don't use straight razors. So just to have that ability to offer that service, and then they get the whole experience of the hot towel, the lather, and they get like that, just that classic old school barber experience. That's what kind of
You guys ever been shaved with a dry?
dry shave?
I've shaved
I have,
myself drive before with
I
straight razor.
remember
Yeah.
one time when I was in another country, they gave me a haircut, and they razored the back of my head just dry. I couldn't sleep for a couple of days because my head was on fire. Because it hurts. It's like it feels like it's ripping the skin out, and it's razor burn.
I feel like there's a proper way you could do it dry though. I've had to do it before,
yeah.
and it's not. I
I
haven't
think,
gotten
yeah, because I think it depends on the client's skin.
Yeah.
There's like 1 or 2 clients where on the back of their neck, the guy's skin is like leather, so his skin is good. But I think that's also where our expertise comes in and our feel and knowledge with the client. Where most of the times, yes, we apply lather, make sure it's smooth, but then there's some judgment calls, you know.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. What's a detail in a haircut or shave that most people never notice, but you obsess over?
Dark Tanner, leader of the shaves.
I think for mine, it would be when you're done with the haircut and there might be little stragglies sticking up, just coming over it with the scissors. I've had people laugh because maybe someone had like a 1 on top, but I was still coming over with the scissors. They're like, "What are you cutting? Like, what is there?" But it's like, you see from different angles, you can see what's sticking up. That's kind of what I obsess over.
Nice. Good
I think mine is the ear hair. Always all the little, whether it's the fuzzies that you could see, same thing, only certain lighting, or like getting in there and getting all the little ear hair, getting all that out, I think is a very fine detail that some barbers overlook.
Yeah,
But
mine's the same.
Yeah, I try to get it all.
Eyebrow, ears, nose. One of the people that me and Brandon used to work with in New York, she trained me, and she was very detailed on that. And so it's like ingrained in my head. Like I get all 3 of those, or at least ask permission, especially for the eyebrows, because some guys don't want it. But just take my little 1.5. It's a standard size I kind of use on everybody. Knocks it down perfectly. 'Cause those are things that typically as guys we just don't pay attention to. Or they'll always say like, "Oh, my girlfriend's gonna be so happy that you took care of it," because it's we tend to let it go, and many barbers don't pay attention to it either.
Are the ears an upsell?
No, that's just a
You mean do we like? Oh no.
no.
Like $5 per ear?
No. That's just mandatory. I won't let them leave unless I
Right.
get. Yeah.
Never thought of it.
Light bulb.
We can tell, bro. Your ears are exploding. No, I'm just
He's over there combing
Yeah.
it, like.
I'm growing my ear hair out. Please don't touch.
No, I think upcharging for little things like that is kind of bad taste, personally, right?
Yeah.
Like even eyebrows. I mean, depends on what you're doing. If you're waxing eyebrows, that's probably a different story. But if you're just trimming the long ones or whatever, line it up with a razor, and then I know some barbers even charge to style people's hair, and I think that's just
Interesting.
if they need it, just do it. If they're going out, it's part of the whole service, right?
Charging for the product, charging for the wash.
I mean, and all of us probably
carte.
get upset. You go to whatever it is, McDonald's or whatever, when they start being like, all right, 25 cents for a packet of whatever, and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm getting the food, just give me the stuff, like I'm
Extra
here for the
sauces.
stuff,
Yeah.
I
right?
could eat my fries without ketchup.
Right, yeah. So I mean, it's just one of those things to where like they're coming in here for the whole experience. So why pull the rug out from them when they're expecting that or hoping for it, And then you're just like, nah, you got to give me more and more and more in order to get all those little things,
Yeah, you never want to nickel and dime your clients. That's for sure.
You ever hear about barbers charging extra for the lineup?
I've heard for barbers charging for lineups, just not
Yeah.
extra for the lineup after the cut.
I've
yeah.
never heard of that.
Yeah,
You know
me
somebody
either.
that was doing that?
Yeah, I think when I was in San Jose, someone came to me and they're like, "Oh, I went to this other shop, and they cut my hair, they faded it, and they said, 'Do you want a lineup?' And I said, well, yeah." And they said it's gonna be $10 extra.
Yeah.
Man, see, this is the kind of stuff that like I feel like ruins our perfect. I mean, things like this, because it's a lot of freedom, but it gets abused. Like, and then clients feel some type of way about barbers. Like I go through social media and people always have negative comments about how much barbers are charging and the worth. And I'm like, part of that, we have to take responsibility for our industry. It's kind of ruined the industry in certain people's eyes, and I think it's because of stuff like that.
Mhm.
especially when your barber shows up in pajamas and Crocs.
When it, yeah.
Speaking of that, we should have a pajama day. How about the Wednesday before Thanksgiving break?
That's a busy day, bro.
Yeah,
You got to be comfy.
and we'll put the notice out. To
I
our
don't know about you.
clients.
I don't like cutting anything but nice clothes. I feel uncomfortable when I'm dressed down. I wore a hat the other day and casual Friday, and by the end of the day, I wanted to rip the whole thing up. Yeah. Oh man, I was over it.
I think for me, one of the things that I like about the shave that I'm obsessed in a way is using this products that I have, supply, and the lathers. I
I like how late Brandon was.
I tried to hold it. But these, you can get it on my Amazon
Affiliate link.
affiliated.
These are
discount.
available here at the shop. All the clients have bought it from me. They love it. I do a deep face clean or scrub for the client, and then I use a lather, the eucalyptus one, and they love it as well. And then one of the things that I really like is to prevent ingrown hairs is this spray right here that really helps preventing all the bumps and ingrown hairs. So that's one of the things.
I like the
when it
lather
comes-
notch.
Oh, the
I've been
lather?
using that.
Mhm.
You told me to add it to my lather machine. Just
Yeah.
a dip. It foams it up more. And then sometimes I just put it just directly on the face, but it's nice.
That's kind of like for when I do shave. This is like my package here that I use a lot.
Shout out Supply.
Shout out Supply. You can get it through me.
I need some of that.
Yeah, I need that ingrown hair one.
Okay.
I feel like that would be pretty useful. I think hot towels are something that's overlooked, or something that I would say a lot of barbers don't do it much. And that's something that old barbers used to do all the time. It was like you got a haircut and a hot towel, especially on a shave. I think every shave should have hot towels because, one, it makes it, it softens the beard. I don't know what it is, especially when, and that's the thing is like, yeah, usually we'll do like one hot towel for the face. But if I'm struggling with a beard and it's a stubborn beard, I'll always just throw more heat on it just to kind of reset it. And that's the thing with not nickeling and diming, right? It's like, I'm not going to charge you
'cause you have to
extra.
do it.
It's just, that's something I do. One, to make it easier for me and more comfortable for the client. But I think it's something that has gotten lost in our trade, and we've been doing the hand massager like for the face on every shave and every hot towel, and it's nice. I think people don't realize how nice it is because they get the hot towel and you can hear them go, "Oh man, that feels really good," and then you whip that out and they're like, "Oh my god, this is crazy." But it's just, it's a nice subtle touch that you're going to leave the hot towel on their face anyway. Why not add a little bit more service to what we do?
I mean, that's the whole title of this podcast, right? It's all in the details. So all
Yeah.
those little details are what makes the whole experience unique for us versus other shops.
Man.
Yeah.
Cool. Everyone went? Question 4. What is your personal signature in the chair? Something clients get from you that they probably couldn't get anywhere else.
Gotcha. So for me, one of the things that I like is spraying cologne on my clients. I created this scent, and it's a really good cologne scent that I spray after the haircut. And not only do they go out looking fresh, but they go out smelling good.
Nice.
So it's also available here at the shop.
Now, there is a detail I started, like, not even before you had started your colognes, but just like throwing a little scent on them. For the aftershaves, a lot smell like colognes. Then I came up on an extra bottle of some Paco Rabanne 1 million. Then you started bringing your colognes in. Our clients really like that little touch. I would say for me, besides that, I think one of my strengths is like personal interest. And I think as a barber, we all could say that because we have to do that, right? But I know for me, that's one thing I really try to focus on is just remembering details about people, their lives, not being nosy, but just remembering the last conversation that we had. That way I can reference it again. and I've noticed throughout the years, my clients like really appreciate that. They're like, man, you remember? Bro, you got a great memory. I'm like, bro, outside of the shop, I don't have a good memory, but something about haircuts, I can remember your haircut. And one of my strengths is remembering details about people. So I would say that's one of my signature things that I offer in my service.
Yeah, that's important. You don't take notes, right?
No, it sticks for some reason.
Because that's something when I was working at the other corporate place, they wanted you to take notes on each client after they left. They said, write the details about them. Like, they told you their kid graduated or something, write that in there and then mention it next time. So,
I like that.
not everyone did it, but
It's a practical
Just-
suggestion.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a big corporation like that, like they know what brings people back and what makes them feel like welcome, appreciated.
It's a good suggestion.
Oh, that's a good detail. I mean, we have that in our booking service that we can all take notes on.
That's true.
Right.
And if any barbers out there don't have that, I mean, that's if you have a bad memory, it's a great tool to use for that thing because
Yeah.
clients like coming back when they're remembered, when they're appreciated. They're made to feel welcomed in a place like this. So that's a huge detail.
I've been using that note feature for the haircuts. Because I noticed I've been asking people, repeat customers, I've been asking them, so how did we do it last time? And I don't like doing that.
Yeah.
I
Or
like
they'll
to
hit
say,
you
hey,
with
you want it
the-
like last time?
Yeah.
So in the notes, I'll have what I did there. So you want it like last time? Okay, 2 on the sides, here's at the top, whatever.
Yep. Yeah, that was kind of my signature too, Mark. I remember haircuts. I don't probably remember as much personal detail. I try to, but haircuts, I'm always that same as last time. All right, cool. And so far, I mean, it's been really good throughout my career. I mean, there might be some times where if we switched it up, that's the only time I get in trouble.
They throw a
Is if
little
we had gone the
curveball.
same way for years, and then last time we switched it up and went longer instead of shorter. That's the one thing I gotta just be careful of.
Yeah, I'll remember the scent of their cologne. I'm like, oh, you must have went to Nacho. Just kidding, no. No, I think I definitely want to get a sticker that says everything I say or do is for comedic purposes because I just like having a good time, you know, just making people laugh. I hope I bring smiles to people's days, you know, when they come in. It's a good time and I just enjoy it. Yeah, I would say that's a signature. Just making people laugh.
Nice.
That's a good one. You make them feel good, and then that energy that you brought to them, they're going out, wherever they're going next. Hopefully they're taking that same energy there
True.
and making other people feel good.
So ain't nobody doing a little squiggly eye in the back of nobody's head? No signature? I hope you guys understand the reference.
TGC?
No, nobody? On Barbershop, remember that?
Oh,
The one
yeah.
white barber used to always put the little zigzag little eye in the back.
I was
my
at that to
signature.
2 white dudes this morning. Had a 2 black movie reference. Tanner talking about Malcolm X. And all of us are like,
Yeah. Oh, don't get it. Yeah.
Better not be drinking my apple juice.
Let's just get that one.
what is wrong with you?
Sadie's fun.
I mean, that's how I felt about my energy drinks when I was on those a lot. I used to keep those in the fridge. And I was like, oh, can I help yourself? Just don't drink
touch
that.
that
Just
one.
don't drink that one in the
Don't
back.
touch that one.
Don't touch that one.
For all the trees of the.
Yeah. This one is mine.
Damon?
No pressure.
No,
Signature?
no signature?
No.
No comment.
Okay.
Comment.
See you 2 weeks. Damon.
D-Boy?
Brandon?
No comment.
Okay.
No comment? Mine is similar to Marcus's. When a customer is in my chair, I just try to view them as a friend. Try to make them feel like a friend. Even if it's their first haircut, there are ways to interact with someone that you just met to make them feel like you guys known each other forever. So that's just kind of what I do. Make people feel comfortable, welcomed.
Nice.
That does remind me of, and I think Travis and Tanner has seen this. When you're building a clientele, you get a lot of different people, right? You get a lot of different people, a lot of different hair types, a lot of different energies come into your chair. And so with that comes the opportunity to de-escalate nerves or anxiety or aggression. And I feel like somehow, some way over the years, I've learned how to identify that energy and de-escalate it with humor or matching it, or like just before I start cutting, allowing the consultation to go a little longer, just so that guy can get, or the girl can get more comfortable in the chair. And it's really because I've started a career in a couple different places, I just know it comes with that aspect of it. And so just really just being in that moment and not being overwhelmed, but just identify like, okay, let's give this one a little more time. And that's become a great tool that I've used.
Yeah, that's dope. I feel like as much as we're all different as humans, we're all the same. And so we all have been doing this for a long enough and we're talking to so many people that we start to get like a sixth sense almost. Like, I've seen you before, bro. You're a little bit different, but I've seen you before. Yeah. So that's a great one. That's a great one.
Or are you the one that's different? I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No, but this was great, guys. We really appreciate it. Episode 6 in the books. It's all in the details. Cut to the chase. I'm Marcus Irvin.
John Jacomi.
Tanner Wright.
Travis Wright.
Damian Garcia.
Brandon Moore.
And Fernando Perez.
Catch you guys next time. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching.
Sweet guys.
Don't forget to tip.
Another tip.
I'll write him a tip.
Show me your tips.
The Gentleman's Cutlery.
I'm just such a gentleman, you should give it up for me. Look at how I'm placing all my napkins and my cutlery.